It's supposed to be like the end of COVID, but I'm keeping my window fairly closed. It's only got like a 1 centimeter gap to get a little bit of fresh air coming in, because when I wake up in the morning, I find myself feeling like I've got a bit of a throat thing, like keeping the window open is either drying out my throat or I'm getting like signs of a cold because I have my window open all night. So I've closed that one up because it's winter. Previously, when I've lived in a cooler state, I just close the windows and keep them closed. Um, I literally close all the windows to avoid getting sick. Especially in the winter season. In the summer, I let the windows open unless it's hay fever season or something. But whenever, there's a risk of getting sick, I normally close the windows like fairly much 100%. But at the moment, I've got that one open. So that one doesn't bother me so much. It's the air that comes in through here, I think, that bothers me more. Because ever since I've closed this up a little bit, I haven't been like waking up feeling like I'm starting to get sick or something. So it's supposed to be like the end of COVID. So I'm not sure. Like I doubt it's anything but the flu that's possibly floating around. But I think if it gets a little bit colder, I might end up shutting the windows. I just don't like to sleep with windows totally closed most of the time because this room in particular is quite small and it gets very stuffy. But I think, for winter, when it gets colder, I think it'd be wise to just shut all the windows, especially if I wake up with a throat tickle in the mornings. So at the moment, I'm fine with it being like this, but it's not like the coldest of winter. It's still like kind of warm and coolish. It gets cold and a little bit cool at night. But in the day, when the sun's come up, it warms right up. So this level of open window is fine for that window, and then this one at the moment is fine for this. But if I feel like the draft is getting to me and I feel like I'm starting to get a cold, I normally just close all the windows up because that decreases the risk of you getting, a cold while you're asleep and stuff. So yeah, but just reminds me like that I am susceptible to things like colds. I was going to get a cold injection this year, but with COVID around, everyone expects that cold injections, might have a bit of COVID injection. And no one really wants COVID injections because they think that it's going to make people sicker. Like when I normally get a cold injection, it makes me like, it literally gives you the flu, you know. And no one likes to get an injection and then get sick, but everyone's like, oh, the injection usually has a little bit of the flu in it because that helps you fight it, and you're like going, that's retarded, because you're trying to avoid it, and they're literally injecting you with a little bit of flu so that you're more immune to it and stuff. And so everyone's like, oh no, we don't want it this year. It's going to have the flu injection is going to have like a little bit of COVID, and COVID's going to give you like some sort of immunity problem and make you really old really quick or whatever, make you age faster and stuff. And everyone's like, we're not touching that, COVID drug, and we're not touching the flu this year. But in the back of my mind, the flu is supposed to be good this year. So that's why I collected that, because I was going to actually get it. But I haven't booked it because I haven't been bothered, and I haven't tried to get myself a flu injection. I never actually feel like the injections actually protect you that much. But sometimes I do bother to get one because sometimes I feel like I'm going to be particularly susceptible to a flu. And stuff, and I sort of want to like more immunity and stuff. So, but at the moment I'm just taking immunity tablets, immunity gummies, and to boost my immunity as opposed to an injection. So, I'm all equipped with with vitamins. That's an immunity vitamin there.